everybody, my name is Swimdude11 here, and welcome back to World 3. Last time, we took on the first half of World 3, and now we are finishing it up. Uh, as I miserably try to get to the block. Oh great, the mini mushroom's back. I cannot escape this power-up for some reason. Anyways, in this episode, we actually have a lot to do. As I said before, even though this is very uneven, this is going to be a really long episode due to the fact of how much there is that's actually needed to be done, especially considering uh besides dying a lot in this episode, but for the fact of I missed the secret exit in 3-2, and the realization won't come until a bit later. That, and we also will be taking on our actual first haunted house finally. But first, we need to get through a very, very annoying water level here, which actually has the introduction to the bloopers. Bloopers! Yeah. Yep. A staple of a Mario enemy. They're not as bad, but sometimes they can be, but for the most part, these enemies are still as annoying as ever. And though I feel like they've been toned down just a little bit and aren't as cruel as their counterparts in Super Mario Bros., where these things were always on you, and if you thought you could just dunk low, they wouldn't let you. These guys are a bit more forgiving, is the term I would like to use, but yeah. They're still super hard to deal with, and as you can see, I'm struggling pretty hard here with it. But yeah. At least the music is nice. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of underwater levels. They're not the worst thing, but also sometimes the control for these things are pretty bad sometimes. And I'm surprised I haven't gotten got yet. Oh my god, it got stuck. It got fucking stuck. What the hell? Okay, I think that's the first time I ever saw that, and oh god, it got unstuck. No! Get away from me, I don't want your ink sacs. Uh, I'm looking for secret exits, by the way. There isn't one here. I'm just wasting my time. I'm wasting my time. I assumed it was the red pipe because there's like green pipes everywhere, and then you just have this like one red pipe. I was like, what the hell? What do you mean that isn't a secret exit? But anyways, now that I checked all the pipes, we should be fine. Unless I try to give it one more attempt. Nope, we're leaving. And now let's actually talk about something funny. While I was editing this video here, it was not until after coming back about maybe a week later after editing this, I noticed that I forgot to flip the screen. So what do I mean by this? So usually when we go downwards and the bottom screen goes on up screen, this is exactly what happens. What you're seeing here is when I go into editing, this is what I see every damn time when I go to the bottom screen. So yeah. In the lower right corner, you can see as I'm getting raped by bloopers. This is such a horrible experience that I needed to make it a little lower on the box size so I don't get copyrighted or copy strike for the horrible scene that is happening to Mario. Look, he's about to get gangbanged one way to Friday, and oh god, they brought the children with them. Anyways, oh no, I died. Oh no. Oh shit. But anyways, yeah, so that's what happens every time when I edit the screen. So yeah. So hopefully there's a little bit more appreciation now that I showed you that. Trust me, if if one of these videos ever look off and maybe a little off-putting, it's more the fact that, yeah, I have to do this every time, and sometimes I might not get the same exact measurement because sometimes, well, at least with the editor I use for, at least for Filmora, I do use Filmora, but yeah, it's pretty good. Again, I've never went back to any other editing sites before, and I never haven't really. I was like, well, I had Filmora, but the only reason why that is because with other editors so far, I've never found it's like a one-time purchase. It's like, oh yeah, you can purchase this, and then suddenly, you pay us like every month or something. Versus, with at least with Filmora, for me at least, when I got it, it was a one-time purchase, and I had the thing, and I didn't have to worry about watermarks or anything. I don't think this is the worst editing site you can use. There's probably a lot worse, but I feel like Filmora, people like to say this is your first baby step thing, but in my case, I just kept it. Granted, also editing sites are, well, how do I put this? Fudging expensive. Look, I'm not making any money off this shit, so no offense, but working with what I got. So with that rant out of the way, we did get the second star coin after the gangbang. Thankfully, we were able to revenge the other Mario's death in a previous life. For the most part, just keeping a couple of the stragglers alive. But yes. Anyways, now let's get the F out of here before we actually die again. There will be a lot of death here. Granted, some of it I did cut out due to the fact of I died a lot. And oh my god, that's a first. I didn't even know that they could do something like that. But anyways, that's the very end of the level here. I'm trying to get the high jump. It didn't work, and I got a 200 points. Great. Just great. But now that that very stressful water level is over, let's take a look at the haunted house. I actually love the design of how the haunted house looks just from the overworld map. It looks really funny. And now we have a background. I don't know. I like the background of this place, but also yes and no to it. It looks amazing, and then on another hand, I was like, so they just went into Microsoft Paint and fucking made this? Not even Microsoft Paint. This looks like a Google fucking background that you Google up and you paste it to the back and it has like slanting animations and nothing else. Maybe that's just me, but that's how I feel about it. Don't get me wrong, I love the background and stuff. It's like one of the most promising things. Also, if you haven't noticed yet, in the bottom right corner, we can't see our mini-map. Yep, the boos are completely, basically inverting our progress of actually seeing how far we have gotten, which is super cool. I love this, like, little detail. It doesn't mean much to me because usually I'm fine with navigating things, but for people who actually use the little mini map and try to navigate it, seeing this would probably freak the hell out of them. But yeah, if you haven't noticed, boos are back. They work the same, and yeah, I like their design. I like the design and everything. A little cartoony, but it works out. And there's the second star coin. Unfortunately, with these stairs, if you don't have the little stair things out, the wooden, I guess the wooden platforms out, you'll slide right to the bottom. But going off from that, yeah, I think for at least for this first ghost house here, it's not too complicated. We actually have a third star coin that we're actually missing, as well as a secret exit. There actually is a lot in this one house and everything, and actually I didn't see that until afterwards, because in the glimpse of my eye I could see a second door that wasn't there before. No. Oh, Starman. Wow, this is actually super overpowered. And yes, you can still kill ghosts with Starman. Anything can die when you are invincible. We also need the blue shell for the third star coin. That other door that we saw in their glimpse of our eye, in the left of our eye, was the secret exit for the cannon. So again, I'm trying to do a running start here and trying to do this perfectly. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to do it right so I can get the one up. Nice little trick there. And yeah. Now let's go get the secret cannon first. I think it'd be the easiest to grab before we gotta go get the blue shell, because we actually gotta get rid of our mini mush as well. So a couple attempts later, for this, when I mean couple attempts, I mean basically the timing here is actually pretty unforgiving here. You have just barely enough time to get to that door. I think you're supposed to like wall jump and then you're supposed to jump higher. Yep, just like that. Yeah. I struggled for that with a good like 5 minutes. I did get hit by the boo because I kept missing it by the last second. That was pretty unforgiving, but yeah, nothing too hard. There's the cannon. We're not going to go over it because, like I said, the cannons actually only shoot you up to. There's actually only a couple of cannons. I think once we're past World 4, I think that will be the last cannon that we need to deal with. I got a blue shell, so basically what I did was I went back to World 1 and camped out for a blue shell. Again, I love the blue shell, but the fact that the moment you start running, you go into that blue shell, you lose all control. It's full chaos and panic. So we'll see how long we can hold on to that. Probably not for very long, but we also have. Oh god, no! Oh, but yeah, roll 3-2. Secret. Yeah. Me running around the minimap, trying to figure out where I went wrong. So yeah. Anyways, back to those 3 pipes I was talking about, the multicolored pipes. Oh yeah, by the way, I was wrong. It was the green pipe. No wonder why I didn't get it the first time. It was the wrong pipe. Whoopsie me. Spreading false information. But anyways, yeah, there's the secret exit. Now all we need to do is get past, very, very stupid platforming section. These mushrooms are not very synced, so yeah, I would say stick to the bottom. I personally was trying to stay to the top so I can get the 1-up, but, yeah. Couldn't get it, but I'm surprised I didn't go flying off with, Mario and his blue shell. But no, we actually got 2 more levels to actually go over, and they're both secret levels, so World 3-B. In this one here, it's a complete pipe level. Yup. Your main enemy are, the Piranha. This is a very unique level. Remember how I said, back in World 2 with the only one having a basically close to a pipe level? I completely forgot about this one. Though it's not the same as the sewer one, it's a legitimately a full-on, like, pipe maze here. And the worst thing is, there might actually be a secret exit in one of these mini pipes, because there are so many around here that could be the really case. And I was also checking Granted, not all of them, but I was making sure that I wasn't missing out on any secrets. Oh, oh God, I might have to start a yawn counter. That's yawn number 2. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's super cool. Also, I'm also somewhat walking as well because, like I said before, I do have the Koopa shell on me, or the blue shell. Oh, the Starman. Okay, now I don't have, I can be reckless now. Let's go. But yeah, most of these coins are pretty easy to get, but then again, this is also just straight up memory playing right now. So far, there is no guide for this. Well, I'm guiding you, but I was not using a single guide. So far, this is just full on memory. Also, with the Koopa shell, I don't. If I hadn't mentioned this before, if you dunk into your Koopa shell, uh, you you won't get hurt by any enemies. If fireballs come from you, it won't hurt you. It's basically a really good item. Also, we're canceling out the blue shell for the mini mushroom because I thought we needed honestly thought we needed mini Mario to get here. No you don't. No you don't. You see that wall jump over there? Yeah. If you were Mini Mario and you were Mini Mario, you could just jump back over there so you would avoid risks of getting killed. But yeah, I basically gave up the blue shell just for the Mario, and yeah. I don't know what else to say about that, but yeah. Kinda sucks, but oh well. And there's the final star coin. I'm surprised these weren't hidden as hard as I thought they were gonna be, especially with pipes everywhere. That was gonna be like basically having to scour every fucking inch of this level just to find the star coins, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. And that is unfortunately the end of the pipe level. You will be missed, pipe level. Now, let's talk about World 3-C. Look, this isn't a hard level, but its last star coin is a goddamn one to get because the ideal here is, well, one, we also have spiky fish killing us at every point, so do note that I will be dying to him a lot, but also that this is another star coin required by a very precise movement and getting there at not a certain time, but you have a certain amount of time to get there. And honestly, it's almost scary how much. Yeah, they give you no room. You need to go, 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 go. If you aren't running at full speed and you don't understand the patterns of where the Koopa troops are gonna be at, during this little stress of running, then yeah, you're kind of screwed. Also, uh, like I said, having a little bit of an issue with the fish right now. They're not happy that I fried up one of their friends, so it's like a whole revolution right now for them. Anyways, I think we're done dying for the time being. We're gonna re-grab the second star coin again, but yeah. We also finally got a checkpoint, which is super good. There's the second star coin. It's a good thing we picked up Fire Mario, or this would have been near to fucking impossible. Now that we got the second star coin, we can get F out of there. And actually, now thinking of this, I wonder if they wanted you to use Mini Mario for this. I'm showing you what I'm showing you right now, but do not pick up that Starman. You will not have enough time. Uh-huh. Yeah. So, funny enough about that, you see that third star coin? You can't get to that. Maybe, actually, if you're Mini Mario, if you're actually Mini Mario, you actually could cheese that. I don't know if that's possible, but you could cheese that. I think you actually could. It would be a nice wink wink to Nintendo, uh, than just showing you the one way of how to get it. But basically, here's what happened. I ignored the star coin, not the star coin itself, but the star itself, and I kept running. I was 1 second off from that was 1 second off from disappearing. That's how tight it is. The star is technically to lure you and deceive you, actually. So, yeah. So, do not get the star. Unless you have a certain way of doing it. But, yeah. Now that World 3-C is out of the way and we have finally got everything fully done with the levels here, we actually, well, first we're gonna basically open up all the paths with the star coins that lead to the mushroom houses, and the only ones that I will be doing again are the one-up mushroom houses because, again, I don't have any desire for power. I will keep doing that trick until I get all 1-ups. It has to happen eventually. There is no way how I can go this entire game with getting one power up and then that fudging Bowser card is always on the second tile. Yeah. Now that most, if not all, the paths are open, I think we have no. We actually got all the paths open, so that should indeed require 2 hits for our first starman. Oh, I guess we're going for it. I guess we have an inventory slot. So what am I getting? What am I? Oh, okay, fire flower. I'll take that. But anyways, now let's talk about World 3-Castle. Again, for the most part, most of these castles have been pretty unique. Oh. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're in a Toad house, you cannot click on your icon below to equip another power-up. I don't know why. It's stupid, but it also might be game breaking or something. I don't know. It's stupid though, in my opinion. But yeah. Anyways, spikes. These are the new obstacles. These big, big, big spikes that look like a dildo are coming for you. Run. Run! Run. But yes. Anyways, so with the star coin here, we got the first star coin. Oh god, I'm getting perked to death. All these fortresses, all these castles have been very unique to themselves. Again, I think this is the first castle I've seen that actually had water. Granted, that also should lean a hint to what we will be dealing with later as well, for the boss at least. Should give you a hint. But also, the Womps are here. Completely forgot about these guys. And just like their Super Mario 64 counterparts, they can be ground pounded by their weak spots. There's even the big one. It's so cool. It's in a 2D platform way, and they've shown how they can use the enemy not only as an enemy to walk around, but also sort of a obstacle. And unfortunately, they can die so easily, but they give a lot of coins as well. There's a lot to unpack here. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be kind of funny if one of these bigger lumps had one of the star coins just popped it out. But I guess that'd be too cryptic, maybe. I think I'm thinking too much of not Super Mario Bros, but Super Cat Tails too. But yeah. Besides the most point, this isn't too bad of an obstacle. They are getting a bit faster, but not as fast as the Super Mario World counterpart, that's for sure. We do got one more stretch here, and I think we do gotta do a bit of jumping. Nothing too crazy per se. We also need to get the final star coin here, which is gonna be easier said than done, because we need a running start and to slide over here. Then we also need to get there, but ooh, that was close. This is kind of mean. I also kind of am gonna. I don't think we get hit here. No. No. Yep. Yeah, my wall kick kind of screwed me over on that one. That's for sure. But yeah. Uh, if you haven't guessed it yet, the boss is a fish. And not any fish, but the big baddie fish. This big boss fish. That's the king of all fishes, I guess. This guy's pretty mean. All you gotta do is just jump on him. Pretty easy stuff. There's no way. Like, look how easy this is. Psh, pathetically easy. First try, no hard. I could probably just stand still, and there's no way how I'll die at all. Yeah, so, yeah, it's official. Yeah, that's my first death in this game. To a boss. To a castle boss. And it was the fudging fish that did it. The fish. That's embarrassing. I did get a fire flower. I kept the fire flower around for a lot longer, so I was trying to see if I could kill it with my fire flower thing and like roast it up. It's kind of hard to do that because it bounces in certain ways, and so far I couldn't get any of my fireballs to connect, but yeah. There we go! We did it! World 3 done! Let's go! And we got a Bowser Jr. cussing us out again, saying, "Fuck you, Mario!" And run away. I don't think I can do a New York style Bowser Jr. like the Game Grumps did, but yeah. Next time we actually will be heading to World 4. So yeah. So with that being said, I will see you guys in World 4. World 4, baby! All trees!